Hello, welcome back. I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to my old maple home. And in today's video, we're going to be transforming the dining room that you're seeing here, clips throughout the seasons. We're going to turn this into an old world, kind of a nautical style with some New England kind of touches. I will show you all of my inspiration for the space, but we're going to get started by adding some paint swatches to the wall. I hope that you enjoy. Give this video a like. Follow me on Instagram at Old Maple Home.
That's a pretty color.
Here are the two samples that I was almost certain I was going to use, but once I had them on the wall, they looked a little too tan for what I had in mind. You can kind of see here the very tan, kind of gray undertone. So here are the inspiration photos that I pulled from Pinterest, of course. And this is the green and actually the whole aesthetic that I really wanted to mimic in our 1800s Victorian homes dining room. The room is a very dark space naturally, so I wanted to just lean into that and just go with something moody, something saturated.
Okay, see this little spot right here? And blend it in real good. Okay, so now here, I'm gonna put this up against
I
there.
think I went through 15 paint samples in order to find the perfect green. And by the time I had put all the samples up on the walls, you can see here, the room was almost painted, but you know, it is worth taking the time to just find the right color, especially when you're doing something more on the bold side, which for me, doing a color like this was definitely a bolder choice than what I have done in the past. But after all that trial and error, I finally found the perfect green shade for the dining room, and it is called Meditation Time by Behr, and I'm going to use this in an eggshell finish with the Behr Marquee line. Meditation time. I'm meditating. taped off. And I'm still going around and edging. And now Cameron gets to edge the ceiling and the top, and then we can start rolling. And here we are on the last stretch of painting. Cameron is just finishing up the ceiling, and then we can move on to the other elements in the room that also need a fresh coat of paint. It always feels good to get that second coat on and get complete. But now it's time to move on to this antique fireplace mantle that I found off of Facebook Marketplace. It came out of a Victorian home in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So as you can see, it needs a touch-up paint for sure. So we are going to go with a color drenched look in here and paint this the same green, but in a satin finish. Moving on to my least favorite thing to paint, which is the radiator. However, I love how it looks once it's all done. It just blends in with the wall. You don't really notice it anymore. So I'm just going to clean it really good and then use the same satin paint that I used on the fireplace to give this a fresh coat or two of paint. And then after that, I'm going to show you something that I like to do in all of my rooms for the most part when I give them a makeover. And then we're on to decorating, which is my favorite part. thought I would show you these paintable light switch covers. I've used these in quite a few of my rooms where I've painted the walls, and I really like how they make the switch covers just kind of disappear into the paint. They've held up really well, so I highly recommend these if this is something that you might want to use in your home the next time you paint a room. I will have them linked below in the description box. Since that song has ended, I thought I would just take a second to let you know that everything that you're seeing me decorate this room with has actually been thrifted, collected at antique stores, flea markets. So far, there's actually not anything that I've seen so far that I've used has been bought brand new. If you think you need to go out and buy all new things for a room makeover, you don't. You just have to have patience and collect things as you're out secondhand shopping. Reimagine them. I've used these things in other rooms of the house, or I've had them tucked away for a while, and now that I've changed the look and style of the room, they are more suitable. But there's going to be some things that are going to be changing in the room as we continue to decorate, because I found some things yard sailing and on Facebook Marketplace that fit the space better. So stay tuned. There's still lots more decorating inspiration to come. It's time for a little DIY project for the space, and what I wanted to do was try and create a more authentic look to this fireplace surround. And so all we're using is some faux brick paneling that we got at Menards, and we're just going to place that behind the mantle, and it actually turned out really good. I like that it kind of gave you the kind of took away a little bit of the faux look. So this is a great tip if you have a faux fireplace mantle that you want to look a little bit more realistic. In front of the fireplace, I'm putting down an antique tool chest, and then on top of that, just an electric little stove. And I think with those two elements combined and the faux paneling, the brick paneling, I think it turned out really nice. One of the decor decisions that I knew I wanted to make for this space was to have some plates up on the walls, and blue specifically. I really wanted to go for the blue and green color palette in here. So I've had these spode dishes for quite a long time now. I've always wanted to hang them on the wall, but I just didn't have the perfect spot until today. And I'm going to be hanging these with some gold plate hangers, just ones that I got off of Amazon, nothing fancy. I'm just marking where I want each plate to go on the wall, and then we'll measure to make sure each side is symmetrical, and it's as easy as that. But I absolutely love the impact that this little wall decor with these spode plates made. Now, I've been on the hunt for an antique table for a very long time and just have not had the luck in finding what I truly desired. So I felt like I was getting a little impatient, and I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. It was very inexpensive. It's a much smaller scale than what I originally had in mind, but I just wanted to try something different other than the white one we've had for years now. So we put this one in place and kind of set it all up and decorated it. And I think this really gave the room that very old world kind of New England look to it that I kind of had first envisioned. But let me know down in the comments if you liked the first version better or the second version. Now I'm giving you a sneak peek at the next big room maker we recently have tackled here at our old Maple home. I can't believe all that I'm accomplishing while I'm 6-7 months pregnant, but maybe that's just the motivation I needed. But we're going to be doing an extreme playroom makeover in the sunroom of our historic home. It turned out so amazing. I cannot wait to share that one with you. I think you're really going to love it. It's very inspiring and whimsical and fun and just completely different from anything I've done so far. I keep saying I'm in my color era, so if you have not subscribed yet, I would love for you to do so and turn on your notification bell. I try and get videos out every week on Tuesdays. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you over on Instagram at Old Maple Home.